Come in, Forster.
You called, Mr. Fogg, sir?
It's now 10:32, Forster.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I'll fetch your clothes at once.
Notice of the thermometer reading this morning? Bath water was precisely 86 Fahrenheit when I entered the tub. No married parties, Forster.
84 degrees, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Thank you, Forster.
Grimes.
Yes, sir.
You may serve Mr. Fogg.
But he isn't here, sir.
He will be in exactly 1 minute at noon. Today being Tuesday, he will take the white fish with Reading sauce.
Yes, sir.
And a rhubarb and gooseberry tart with just a morsel of Cheshire cheese.
I'll see to it instantly, sir.
Good day, Mr. Fogg, sir. The white fish is excellent this morning, sir.
A little less of the sauce, Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Well, go on. Go on. Then what happened?
The banknotes were tied together on my desk. I turned my back for a second.
You turned your back.
Gone. The banknotes were gone.
Have you any idea what he looked like?
Well, he was dressed like a gentleman.
Very well. McBaines, I want every clerk who was on the floor at the time of the robbery to be questioned.
Oh, yes, sir. And I shall inform Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard? Oh, nincompoops. Do you expect me to rely on them?
No, sir.
We'll hire our own people.
Oh, yes, sir.
Mark my words. This is the most dreadful scandal. I want the thief brought to justice before the week is out. Understand?
Oh, completely, sir. Oh, completely.
One minute, 6. He'll be here on the dot.
Tell me, what does Fogg do exactly?
We don't really know. Certainly not public employment.
I believe he has traveled abroad considerably. He seems well acquainted with various parts of the world.
One thing for certain about Fogg, he'll do tomorrow precisely what he's done today.
Gentlemen, I believe it's 6 o'clock. Shall we begin?
Oh, good evening.
On Friday last, as you may recall, you woke me at 7 minutes past 8. On Sunday, the morning tea was tepid. This morning, as you will doubtless recall, the bath temperature was not satisfactory. Therefore, after serious consideration, I regret to inform you that you are discharged as of tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock precisely.
Oh, sir.
Some things, Forster, one simply cannot forgive. You will, of course, be given 2 weeks severance pay.
You're very generous, sir.
Don't mention it, Forster. Don't mention it.
Bonjour, monsieur. Allow me to introduce myself. Jean Passepartout at your service.
Yes? Well, what do you want?
Sir, I am here to apply for the position of manservant.
French?
Why?
Well, we shall see. You've worked as a gentleman's gentleman before?
Here are my credentials, monsieur.
Single, I trust.
I am.
Previous employer?
Napoleon III. I served him faithfully, monsieur, in the imperial household before the fall of the Second Empire.
Did you indeed?
How I do admire your English monarchy here, monsieur. Long live England.
Yes. Well, I am not Napoleon III, but one does have certain basic requirements in one's household that...
Oh, I know. I want nothing more than to serve a quiet gentleman of strict but temperate habits in peaceful surrounding. I adore the tranquil life.
Allow me to ask, what time do you make it?
It is, monsieur, precisely 10 o'clock.
You are in my employ, Passepartout, as of this moment.
Oh, merci, monsieur.
Thank you. Here is a list of your duties. And by the way, your watch is 1 minute fast.
Mr. Fix?
Detective Fix, if you don't mind, sir.
Come with me. Detective Fix, sir.
Have you been briefed?
I have, sir, and I flatter myself that I'm well acquainted with the devious workings of the criminal mind. If I am to be entrusted with this appointment, I'd certainly be prepared to go to the ends of the earth in order to apprehend this rogue.
Brindisi.
Yeah. Sir?
I'm sending detectives to every major port in Europe and the British Isles. You will be here. Italy.
Italy?
You keep a constant watch on all passengers who arrive and depart.
I welcome the challenge, sir. I have a working knowledge of the lingo, smattering.
£2,000 to the man who brings him in.
£2,000? Oh, well.
That'll be all. Fix.
You can count on me, sir. Same way out, is it? 2,000?
Disgrace to Queen and Empire.
Don't get overexcited. We can get the money back.
What do you mean, get it back? Where from? The fellow who steals from the Bank of England isn't likely to get himself caught.
You don't have to lecture me. I'm, you forget, a director of the Bank of England. I'll tell you this. The robber's a gentleman.
You call somebody who steals £55,000 a gentleman?
Gentlemen, please, can we get on with it? Your trick, Mr. Ralph, if I may say so.
Oh, sorry.
Well, he must be a pretty shrewd man, this thief. Personally, I'm all in favor of his chances.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think there's a country on earth that would be safe for him.
I think the world's big enough.
Was?
Huh? Did you say something, Bob?
It was once. Can we play, gentlemen?
Once. It was once. Do you think the world's getting smaller?
He's right, you know. A person today could go completely around the world in a matter of 6 months.
80 days.
I beg your pardon.
In 80 days.
Oh, God, now, Fogg, you must be joking. We all know there are great improvements in the railways and the steamships, but what about shipwrecks and storms and railway disasters and so on and so forth?
Included.
Well, theoretically, I suppose it's possible, but on a practical basis, not a chance.
80 days.
Wrong, sir. Impossible.
80.
Very well. I would be willing, for my own part, to wager £10,000 that such a journey cannot possibly be made in that time.
Then you would lose, sir.
The devil I would. If you think it's possible, I defy you to do it, sir.
Are you suggesting, Mr. Stewart, that I should journey around the world in 80 days?
I am, sir.
Be advised, then, sir, that I should like nothing better.
Gentlemen, this is really absurd. Now, shall we go on with the game?
Oh, my dear Stuart, can't you see this has all just been a bit of amusement? Doesn't really mean it.
But I do.
Good. At the moment, I have a deposit of, £30,000 at Baring's Bank, and I'm quite willing to risk the entire amount.
30,000. Good heavens. My dear fellow, you could lose the whole lot just by some unforeseen delay.
Mr. Flanagan, the unforeseen does not exist.
But think of it, sir. You would be jumping from train to steamer to God knows what until you collapse. No, let's put an end to this right now. It's a very poor joke.
A true Englishman, sir, never jests about anything so serious as a wager. If there's anyone else here who lacks my confidence, then please speak up.
80 days.
1,920 hours, or 115,200 minutes.
By heavens.
Or less.
I will match Stuart's wager, Fogg. £10,000.
And I.
Very well, then. Now, then, do you think we can carry on?
When do you intend to leave?
The train to Dover leaves Charing Cross every evening at 9 o'clock.
You'll go this evening?
Of course. And I shall return to this very room at 9 o'clock in 80 days, or less. My cheque drawn from Baring's Bank will remain here while I'm gone.
Look here, Fogg. We don't wish to take advantage, but we're quite willing to suspend this game right now while you go away and make your preparations for the journey.
Suspend the game? What on earth for? May I remind you, gentlemen, diamonds are trumps. Be so good as to play. Prepare to leave the house.
Leave, monsieur?
At once.
Forgive me, monsieur, but did you say live?
Within 20 minutes.
Are you taking a trip, monsieur?
We are taking the train to Dover.
Dover?
And around the world.
The world? Around the world, monsieur?
In 80 days, or less.
Monsieur, are we taking any trunk?
No trunks, only this carpet bag. 2 shirts, 2 trousers, 3 pairs of stockings for me, the same for you. We shall purchase whatever we need en route. I trust you have stout shoes. We may do a little walking. And as we leave in 19 minutes, I suggest you pack at once.
I'm ready, monsieur.
My Bradshaws? Take £20,000 with us. No. You may as well take the whole lot. Take very good care of this.
I will guard it with my life, monsieur.
And this is my man, Passepartout. Now, I demand to know why we're not leaving.
For 28 years, I've been crossing this channel. Only once in my entire life has there been just one ray of sunshine. And you dare to ask me to put her ashore? Never! No! I tell you, I will not disturb her. Not under any circumstances.
May I inquire?
I kept her identity a secret from all the other passengers on board. That was her wish.
Your passengers from Calais have left the ship.
Monsieur, surely you can tell us. I do not believe it.
I escorted her myself to our finest cabin, La Celeste. She's going to remain there until she wishes to leave.
Captain, the port director would have a word with you.
Patience, Monsieur Fogg. We will leave. If not today, tomorrow.
I take it this woman is someone of importance.
Is it possible, monsieur, that you have never heard of her? The great Sarah Bernhardt?
Bernhardt? The opera?
The theater, monsieur. The greatest actress of our time, of anyone's time. The
the divine Sarah Bernard. She is French, of course.
Let's just see if we can't budge her, eh?
Budge? Budge her, monsieur? Monsieur! No!
나를 해커스를 찾아라! 어디서 찾아야 되지? 인터넷에서만 찾아라! 비싸면 안 되지! 클릭하면 나를 해커스! 하자!
오직 인터넷에서만 살 수 있는 컴퓨터 나래 해커스.
Intel Pentium 4 processor. 나를 해커스면 되지.
우리 집
공식 과자는? 브라운 쿠키 땅콩.
우리 집 공식 과자 쿠키 땅콩 새.
최고의 품격에는 최고의 대우가 필요합니다.
과자의 균적 Crown Butter Waffle.
Try.
I beg you, monsieur. Do not disturb her. No.
Here we are. As a Frenchman, I cannot allow you.
Don't be ridiculous.
As a human being, jamais de la vie.
I am loath to remind you, but you are in my employ. And as long as you remain so, you will do as required. Stand aside.
She's taking a bath. We must leave at once.
Nonsense.
Voulez-vous voir la bonté?
Hello.
Bonjour. Monsieur, s'il vous plaît, la serviette? Vous êtes très aimable. Vous êtes anglais, n'est-ce pas?
Oui. That is, yes, I am English, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, beastly. You have no idea how beastly it is in Paris at this moment. A civil insurrection. They call it the Commune de Paris. I call them communards. Oh, it is so sad. I'm exhausted.
Be that as it may, madam, I should appreciate very much your leaving the ship at once.
Leave?
There's a carriage waiting for you on the dock.
But of course. Monsieur, you will be so kind as to pour for me one glass of wine? Huh? You intend to enter France at a time like this, monsieur?
My time is of the essence, madam.
Monsieur, make yourself comfortable. We will discuss the matter. You have a very interesting, face, monsieur. A little closer. Ah, oui. The eyes, I think. Curve of the lips.
Forgive me, madam, but I am obliged to press on.
France, monsieur, will always be there. You and I, fate has drawn us together. Let us enjoy a quiet afternoon. The two of us.
Terribly sorry.
Ah, why must you be so English? What is this obligation that keeps you pressing on?
I am going around the world, madam.
The world? Indeed. Then you must certainly have all the time in the world.
80 days.
Monsieur?
I have made a wager. 80 days, not a second more.
What a dreadful prospect.
Perhaps now you may understand my urgency in leaving Dover as quickly as possible.
I understand nothing, monsieur. Nothing except... Oh, merveilleux. Oh, indeed, curved lips. What a pity. What a waste. I shall never understand the English.
Buongiorno, yeah. I would like to know if the criminal should turn up here, would the Italian government be prepared to hold him for extradition?
No, signor, I've told you before, it's impossible. You have no complete description of the man. You have nothing. Niente. Not even a bar.
I know, well, all I want to know is that we'll get your cooperation whenever he arrives in Brindy.
You say Brindy?
Where we are now. I know, I said that. I will telegraph for the warrant.
How do you know he will show up?
Oh, I know. He may be clever, he may be fiendishly clever, but the time will come when he will realize that the detective Fix is always one jump ahead of him.
Where do you think he is? France?
France? Today? No. He'd be mad, wouldn't he? I mean, even the most stupid of bank robbers wouldn't think of crossing France today, no. One thing's for sure. He's not in France.
Monsieur, do you see?
What?
He's looking at his watch again. He's up to something, I could swear it.
Allez, bougez! Vite, 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 vite!
Wait.
Allez! Vite! Citoyens français! Ce train est réquisitionné par la brigade Victor Hugo de la Commune de Paris!
This is the Victor Hugo Brigade of the Commune de Paris, and they are commandeering the train.
Vive la Commune de Paris! Vive Paris! Vive la France!
Monsieur, on a il existe encore fini Paris. Il est là pour moi.
Oh, I see. Yes, right. Well, shall we go?
Gentlemen of the press, please. We have some members in the library who are trying to read. A little respect, please. Now then, I think we've given you all the information that we have at present.
Mr. Phileas Fogg, one of our revered members, has undertaken a journey that, well, apparently it has captured the imagination of all London. We have posted the odds for the benefit of our members. As you will observe, they are currently 20 to 1 against the gentleman.
Where is he now?
We have here what we call a fog log. A red line will trace each and every confirmed portion of the trip. We have been confirmed now only to Dover. Gentlemen, we must all agree that Mr. Fogg hasn't a chance. However, if this amazing feat can ever one day be accomplished, then by heaven, let it be done by an Englishman.
But come on. Step forward. No one's going to bite you.
Yes, sir.
I understand you have some important information for us.
He was there. I saw him. In the bank, when he took the notes.
Saw whom?
Him. Fogg. The man in the paper.
Fogg?
Saw his picture in the stand. Oh, it was him, all right. The one who's going around the world.
Phileas Fogg? The gentleman from the Reform Club?
Himself. I'd swear to it. I thought I'd better tell you.
Fogg? Oh, by heaven, sir, it's beginning to pull together. A so-called gentleman takes £55,000 from the Bank of England. And then, on the pretext of a wager, he goes off around the world in order to elude the police.
I want a photograph of Fogg sent to every detective in the field.
Yeah, at once, sir.
By God, the man's clever. He's probably now looking for some sunny villa in the Mediterranean to spend the rest of his life in luxury.
What am I doing? What am I doing here?
Should be up here on the right.
What?
Thomas Cook and Son.
Cook? Cook?
Travel agent. Ah, here we are. Yes.
Charmé jusqu'à nouvel avis. Each stage is closed until further notice, monsieur.
Really? The first sign of a little trouble and they close their doors. Well, I must say, I'm a bit disappointed. Very well. We shall carry on.
Where, monsieur?
I do not understand, monsieur. We are behind schedule, and we sit here in a cafe.
We are here for a purpose.
We are?
Experience has taught me the most reliable information one can receive in any city always comes from the local barman. Tell him we can afford any transportation available that will get us out of France. Put forth the urgency of it with, something for his trouble.
I will try, monsieur.
Vas-y.
Bonjour, monsieur. Puis-je m'asseoir avec vous?
Forgive me, madam. I speak not a word of French.
Mais vous êtes si belle. Je crois que je vous plairai beaucoup. Vraiment. Mais vous ne me croyez pas assez bien pour vous. Vous m'insultez.
If you don't mind, madam, I prefer to be alone. Alone?
Policeman, you insult her!
Not at all.
You'll give her 20 francs for your insolence.
Not 1 franc, sir. Out of the question.
So?
Pardon, monsieur. I am the servant of this gentleman here. May I inquire why you struck him?
Sir, I can't help thinking there's some misunderstanding here.
50 francs. 50!
I suggest we leave immediately.
You spoke to the barman about our transportation?
Oh, what?
Very well, then.
Quickly, huh?
Thank you, sir. I must say, however, the hotel leave a great deal to be desired.
Monsieur!
In all honesty, Passepartout, the French people are most peculiar. Consider the treatment we've had in Paris so far.
It's hopeless.
Hopeless?
Everything.
Did you get the information?
Oui.
Good. And what did he say?
He said there is no way out.
I beg your pardon?
There is no transportation in or out of the city. Nothing. Nothing, monsieur.
Steady. Steady, old chap. Excuse me. Well, we shall simply have to think of something, that's all.
She told me, my Madeleine. She told me to find nice, quiet employment in a nice, quiet house with a nice, quiet gentleman.
Get on out. I've got him. Here, look at that. That's positive identification. You got the photograph, you got the name. This time I got him cold. Paul. Peter Paul.
He doesn't look very dangerous.
Oh, well, they never do they? Not the clever ones. You know, you have to go out and spot them. Admittedly, this can be quite difficult at times, but I say this with all due modesty, I'm a master of the art.
Gentlemen, I need your assistance, please. Come in, gentlemen. Yes, be very careful. Please be very careful. He's my servant. He's my servant. Yes, that's it. Most gracious of you. Yes, he's French, just like you. Careful, gentlemen, please. Careful. No, not down there. It's his head. His head, gentlemen. Yes, I understand.
Personne n'approche. Partez. Partez immédiatement.
Forgive me, monsieur. No parlez-vous français?
I'm afraid my English is not very good, but we try.
Are you a physician?
I'm not a practicing physician, no. But I'm in medical research.
A bullet grazed his head. Will he be all right?
A mild concussion, nothing very serious, I would think. What brings you to Paris, then?
Simply en route.
Oh?
Around the world. A circumference of the globe in 80 days.
80 days?
Oh, yes.
Why, monsieur.
Yes, I admit that we seem to be getting off to a most irregular start in your country.
Why would anyone even attempt such a thing?
A wager, sir. And my word of honor.
A wager, monsieur, is a matter of money, that's all. But I do fear for your honor. Monsieur, do you believe in fate?
No, I can't really say I do. Why?
I may be the instrument of your deliverance.
Forgive me. Could you be a little more precise?
A colleague of mine, a man of scientific genius, has been working on a device that will operate on illuminating gas with enormous power.
You mean something capable of transporting people?
That is the purpose. A four-stroke engine attached to a most remarkable vehicle. You may have the privilege of making the first test of it.
You mean it's never been tested before?
No.
Why not?
Frankly, there have been no volunteers.
Oh.
It is experimental, but will give you the swift transport you are looking for.
He lives in Paris?
Just outside. Révan. Not very far. His name is Lenoir. If you like, I would give you directions.
Please do. Who shall I say sent me?
Pasteur. Louis Pasteur.
Au secours! Au secours! Where am I?
You all right?
Just a small bump on the head.
Monsieur Lenoir?
Oui.
Oh, forgive me.
Can I help you?
I'm interested in your four-stroke engine.
Perhaps, monsieur, you can wait a moment. I'm occupied.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Well, let's have a look around the place.
Mon Dieu! What is it?
Most peculiar.
Ah, here we are. By heavens.
Would you look at this? Apparently, each valve has a four-stroke cycle. Simply amazing.
And what is that? And this? Some sort of tubing.
Curious.
Look, monsieur. The tube is attached to the carpet.
Incredible. I say, Passepartout.
Oui?
I'm now beginning to understand what this is all about.
Voleurs! Bande de voleurs!
This is for thieves. Attendez, ne tirez pas.
What did you tell him?
I told him not to shoot. Oh.
You will steal from me, will you?
No such intention, I assure you. We were sent here by a friend of yours.
Who?
Pasteur. Yes, Louis Pasteur.
Pardon, excusez-moi. Viens là. I'm sorry.
He said you might wish a test of your, what do you call this?
Le nuage de pourpre. Le nuage de pourpre.
He say le nuage de pourpre.
Yes.
The purple cloud. Cloud.
How far do you think it might take us?
As far as you want to go.
The Mediterranean?
But of course. You want to see it? Come and see it. Go on. Be careful here. Et voilà. Come inside. Come on. What could be more comfortable?
The engine attaches to this cabin?
Exactly, monsieur. Here. I have had many discussions with Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin.
Zeppelin?
A German. Of course, we could never agree. So I've gone ahead without him, with my own Le Noir engine.
Forgive me, monsieur. Am I to understand, does this thing go up in the air like a balloon?
Balloon? You wish to insult me? What good is a balloon? You cannot control a balloon. A balloon is taken by the winds. It will go where it wants to go, not where you want to go.
Maybe we should think about it first.
Here, in the nuage de pourpre. You can fly to the end of the earth. It will be always at your command.
Sir, I would not deceive you. It's urgent that we leave France as quickly as possible. Here is my card. I am a member of the Reform Club, and I can promise you this. Should you allow us a test of this airship, I shall send a detailed account of the voyage to the Royal Geographic Society and give you all the credit for whatever success we have.
We are in agreement, monsieur.
Why have you never tested the purple cloud yourself?
It's a good question. Well, it's quite simple. You see, a mine such as this, if you forgive me, a mine of scientific genius, well, it must be protected at any cost for the benefit of mankind.
It means it isn't safe.
Oh, well done. Marvelous, marvelous. Very good indeed, very good.
Now,
Okay,
make
okay.
it sharp. It works.
Very good,
Huh?
very good.
days behind.
What is it?
She. Who? I believe I fell asleep.
Madam, I do not wish to seem inhospitable, but you have placed us in a very precarious position.
Precarious? What is this precarious? Oh, I love to travel.
Wait. Wait? Any additional weight will put us in jeopardy. The Alps.
You mean we cannot clear the Alps?
A risk we shouldn't have to face.
He is correct, madame. It seems a pity to lose such charming company, but I fear we must drop you off.
Drop me off?
Impossible, Passepartout.
We have landed on an Alp.
It's quite possible.
We have?
Monsieur?
Indeed. May I inquire what indeed, monsieur?
Quite simple, really. Elementary.
You know what is wrong?
Basic. It's only a matter of fuel consumption.
We are out of fuel.
I'm afraid Lenoir's projection was far off the mark. I must make a note of that for the journal.
My God! We are out of fuel.
Yes, quite right.
We are lost. We are finished. We are stranded. We are shipwrecked on the Alps. We are going to die.
Fog is a vanishing man. He cannot hide forever. And you have checked the same places day after day, time after time. Routine makes a great detective. It's been my whole life, you know, routine. Oh, it's not my whole life, no. My whole life is my Millie.
Who's Millie? Mamma mia.
Mildred Hapsworth. We're going to get married on the reward money. Yes, build a little house near Maidstone.
My sympathies.
It's very nice of you, I'm sure, yes, yes. Of course, it's been a bitter pill for me to swallow, you know, and I don't really believe it.
What?
I don't believe he's still in France. I don't think any commune de Paris is fit to hold a man like that, you know. I think he's off and running somewhere else. And confound it. Yes, confound it.
No, please.
I'm sorry. I know. If I could only lay my hands on him just once, you know, that's all right. I feel better.
Monsieur, if you don't mind, I'm freezing. Could I open the brandy?
Brandy, please.
You want some more?
I want a bottle.
The whole bottle, monsieur?
Yes.
If I may suggest, monsieur, I think we should make it last as long as possible.
Fetch me the bottle.
What are you going to do? Monsieur! No! Oh, my God! Gone! All of it gone! There is no brandy left. It is crazy. Why have you done this, monsieur? We are sitting on top of an Alp with no brandy left. Push. You want to push? Whatever happened to the perfect cloud mission? There's got to be an easier way of taking us.
2.5 hours after this one. Made up, almost regained the time of your lost.
It's a miracle.
Not at all. 31 minutes, we should be flying over Rome. There's only an hour to Brindisi, but we will catch the steamer to Suez and Bombay. Then the brandy, please.
There is none. We are out of control. We're going to crash. Indeed. Must make a note of the precise time. Are you all right, monsieur?
Quite.
Alzatelo! Chi siete? Che cos'è questo? Che fate qui? Parlate italiano?
Oh, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Well done, sir. Well done.
Buongiorno, signore. Passaporto, per favore.
Oh, yes, of course, my passport. Here you are.
Siete inglesi?
English? Yes.
Do you have anything to declare?
Well, not a thing, actually. You see, we've just had a most delightful trip in this marvelous airship. And I should like you to take this record of our journey and see that it reaches the Royal Geographic Society in London.
I must inform you that you have desecrated a national monument.
Oh, terribly sorry. Now then, could you direct us to the rail station?
I must place you under arrest. How many are you?
2. We have a guest inside, but she's having a bite of lunch at the moment.
A woman?
How could we possibly have made a reservation? We just got off the train. Sir, surely there must be some sort of accommodation available.
Every cabin we have for Bombay is booked. Unless
Yes?
you are willing to share a state room.
With whom?
Egyptian stonesmiths. 7.
7?
Monsieur, in one stateroom, 9 of us?
That would be quite satisfactory.
Your ship, the Mongolia, is leaving in 15 minutes.
Very good. Good day, sir.
What's that man's name?
The Englishman who just booked on the Mongolia. I cannot reveal the names of our passengers.
Right. Ever seen one of these before? Fitz. Detective Wilbur Fitz on duty.
Fogg. Phileas Fogg.
Got to stop him.
Ship is ready to leave, signore.
Well, then, hold the ship.
It is the property of the Peninsula and Oriental Company. We have not the authority to stop it for any reason whatsoever.
Well, then, book me a passage on it.
I'm sorry, signore. Full out.
But you know what this is? An international criminal!
Nothing at all, signore. Unless you are willing to share a space with a Turk.
What's a Turk? Never mind what a Turk. Get me on that boat. I want to send a telegraphic dispatch to England.
I will take it, signore.
For them to send out a warrant for this man's arrest. Out to Suez.
Say 600 lire, please.
For the dispatch?
And the steamship ticket.
Oh, both together? Oh, that's quite reasonable. Well, how much 600? Well, you can keep the car.
Oh, grazie, signore. You better hurry.
Yes. Okay. Right.
가격 교체. 한 달간 새우버거 1,100원. 이유는 묻지 마세요. 가격 교체. 한 달간 새우버거 1,100원. 이유는 묻지 마세요.
휴대폰 바꿔주는 카드 아세요?
M+ 카드.
최신 휴대폰 구입할 때 최고 30만 원까지 먼저 할인받고 할인받은 금액은 적립금으로 갚아나가는 카드입니다. 지금 LG텔레콤 매장에서 신청하시면 새 휴대폰을 받으실 수 있어요. 그 밖에 생활에 필요한 혜택도 정말 많습니다.
LG 카드 서비스, 마이LG 포인트 적립 서비스, 가입 패밀리 멤버십 서비스, M+ 카드.
휴대폰 이걸로 바꾸세요.
풀면 가자.
휴대폰 최고 30만 원까지 할인받자. M+ 카드. 휴대폰 M+ 카드로 바꾸세요. LG텔레콤.
All the way? This? Indeed. Small, I agree. But adequate.
Follow me, sir.
Steward, sir, this is the cargo hold. There must be some mistake, eh?
No, sir. You will be in the cell with the prisoner, Mustafak.
Prisoner?
If there's anything you need, sir, do not hesitate to call.
cards up to your chest. That's it. Don't let me see your cards. Let's continue. Now then, spades are trumps. Okay? So, Mr. Abbassad will take the trick. Understand?
Excuse me, Sir Forbes. The fog situation.
Well?
Our charge d'affaires tells me that a Mr. Phileas Fogg has landed somewhere in Italy.
How did he do that?
It's an extraordinary thing, sir. It seems he emerged from a rather large purple object.
What are you dribbling about?
It seems he emerged from a rather large purple object seen in the sky by thousands of Italians all over Italy.
Well, never mind all that now. I want a warrant for Fogg's arrest sent to our detective in Brindisi. Fix.
Fix?
Well, whatever.
We must leave you now, Mr. Fogg. It is written, to part with a friend is to leave part of oneself behind.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It was lovely to meet you.
I don't know.
Name's Carmody, Chief Surveyor, Calcutta. Anything you need to know about Inja, I'm your man.
Phileas Fogg, very decent of you.
Mind you, one thing our Indian chappies can't do is make a decent brandy.
French?
Nothing else will do. Mind you, I tried a Bombay brandy once. By Jove, turned me scarlet, lit up. They could see me for 20 miles distant.
Get out of there. Oh, Kitty, would you be going ashore here in Suez?
No. Why?
Oh, it's a fascinating city. I'd like to show you around it, really.
Some other time, huh?
So, obviously, this is not your final destination.
No, no.
Where are you going to from here, if I may ask?
Around the world. In 80 days. A wager of some kind.
A wager? You're sure there's not more to it than that?
What do you mean?
No, I don't mean anything. There's just some marvelous shops here. You know, if there's anything you want to buy, I'd help you.
Shirts. We need more shirts.
Shirts?
We left so quickly, didn't bring anything but a carpet bag.
Oh, you left in a hurry, did you? How long have you been in the service of the gentleman, if I may ask?
Only a few days.
He's a very wealthy gentleman, isn't he?
It is not for me to inquire that of Mr. Fogg, monsieur, if you will excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear God, it's her. There's no question. No question about it. What? It's Madame Sarah Bernhardt.
Good heaven. She's not coming in here. A woman. In the Reform Club. She wouldn't dare.
Excuse me, madam.
Bonjour, monsieur. How thrilling it is to be here among such distinguished company. And so I thought you should know that I was fortunate enough to spend many bewitching hours with your brave Mr. Fogg in my stateroom on the Channel boat. We shared moments I shall never forget. He begged me to go around the world with him, but my schedule simply would not permit.
Madame, do you think you will succeed?
Oh, gentlemen, I have never known a man with more determination than Phileas Fogg. I call him Phileas. I am convinced that absolutely nothing will stand in his way. And that is why I am here, to place a wager. £20,000.
But, Madame, that will change the present odds considerably.
My confidence is unshakable. Any man who is capable of entering a woman's chamber and then not... Gentlemen, a toast to my adorable, enchanting Phileas Fogg.
So you don't intend to stay here in Bombay? No, we're leaving straight away for the rail station. Our cottage course leaves in, 42 minutes. Hi, George. I'm taking the same train. Shall we share a train? Splendid idea. Which way now?
I'm having looked everywhere. Are you absolutely positive?
We have nothing.
As I told you, I sent them a wire from Suez.
And I'm telling you, no warrant was sent to this department.
Well, then issue one.
On whose authority?
On my authority.
Refuse.
Can't you understand plain English? He's at the railway station at this moment. I must have a warrant.
If and when this warrant arrives in Bombay, we shall be happy to assist you.
It'll be too late. L-A-B, whatever it is. Look, I've come such a long way for this. I've got so close.
Oh, my condolences.
Calcutta Express. That one? Right. Oh, Lord, what's the matter? I'll get a ticket on board. I'll put it on Dr. Reynolds. Oh, look at it now. Word's going out. Don't win out, mate.
Sahib, take the Vestra local.
Aye.
The Vestra local, a different route. You will reach Calcutta 12 hours before the express.
The local gets to Calcutta 12 hours before the express does. India, eh? Where is it? Over here.
Ace of clubs. My trip, gentlemen.
Russell, end of the line. Everybody out.
I say, what's the meaning of this? Why are we stopped?
End of the line.
Here in the middle of nowhere?
We still have 50 miles of track to lay down between here and Allahabad, where the line begins again. You will have to find your own transportation to Allahabad.
Really? How curious. They call this train the Calcutta Express?
It will be, Sahib, when the track is put in.
No, get away. Get away. Did you touch it?
No.
Well, the Tuggy got us to death. They say it brings one frightfully bad luck.
Tuggy?
Yes, we're entering Tuggy country now. They used to strangle their victims in honor of tourists.
Good heavens. Not anymore, I trust.
No, the British government has stopped it. Thank heavens.
That's for two.
Monsieur! Up here! Isn't he beautiful? His name is Kiuni. He's not for hire, but you can buy him for only £6. And they will throw in the guide for nothing.
Buy him? Buy him? What on earth would I do with an Indian elephant? Ridiculous.
I say, Bob, won't be decent of you to give me a lift like this.
मुझे नहीं पता.
You say?
He said he doesn't know.
Well, can't he get the beast moving again?
Ahesta beto. Ahesta beto.
What is it, do you think?
Heaven the foggiest one.
We stay here now.
Holly, the goddess of death. Put to the torch and burned alive.
Here. Scoundrels.
So her husband announced she must join him.
Barbarians.
Worse. But if she's left alive, they would treat her like a scurvy dog.
Auda.
Alda. The torch was the Roger bundle gun.
Where have they taken her?
To go to the lodging.
And then?
Chill.
At dawn, she will be burned to death. Dreadful business. But there's nothing for it, of course. I suggest we move on.
No.
I beg your pardon.
must save her.
Save the woman, Mr. Fogg?
I still have 12 hours to spare. I can devote them to that.
My dear fellow, what you suggest is totally impossible.
We must save this young woman.
Monsieur, is it possible you are a man of heart after all?
My duty calls for two.
Guards everywhere.
We must get to her first.
It's impossible. The place is surrounded by guards.
So where's our chance? They're going in for her now.
That's possible, too.
I fear he's left us.
Go on. They drugged her. Where are you going?
Next, in Phileas Fogg's journey around the world in 80 days.
Mr. Fogg cannot escape British justice.
We have here a man of such infinite cunning, he will surely become a case history in the annals of crime.
Frankly, Paul, this is a bit of a sticky wicket.
I hope you don't think I harbor any ulterior motives.
Thank you.
I regret to say, they must lose their heads.
Tragic. Really tragic.
I quite agree.
Oh, you are wonderful.
On your feet, please.
You will be shot, Mr. Fogg. You will be shot and given to Natawatwa.
Holy moly! The boat! He's so small!
I know exactly where we are.
You're mad.
We've got him. We've got him.
I arrest you in the name of the